I'm really curious to see the level of physicality on the interior in the painted area, each side trying to impose its will upon the other. Who does the better job invading the space and contesting shots? Just don't invade my space over here, Mr. Harlan. Keep to your side of the table, will you?
I wouldn't think of it. I would not think of it. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Offense and defense with Durant and Draymond at the 3 and the 4. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. And it's Pachulia in at the 5 down low. Green. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Look, Kev, that's pure strength from Draymond Green. When he gets hit, he still finds a way to score it.
And Draymond Green just does so many things well on the basketball floor. But to me, above all else, he really is an elite defender who allows this team to be creative with their lineups. You can just put him on any player at any position and feel comfortable with his impact.
To the middle, Leonard with the steal. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
And with Green, it just seems that as long as he's going to be in the league, he'll be in contention for Defensive Player of the Year. Draymond Greg has been that dominant on that end of the floor.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And one thing's for certain, you don't want to go at him when you need a bucket. Views it as a challenge, almost an insult if a guy wants to attack him. And he just has a knack for making winning plays on the defensive side of the floor.
The 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists tonight. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Leonard kicks to Gasol. The dish now to Aldridge. Lets it go from 11. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And I really like to see Gasol go up with the shot immediately after getting the pass. Shows how much confidence he has in himself.
Here's Pachulia, and he comes up with the deuce. Pachulia's got his first bucket of the night.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Green kicks to Gasol. No good with the triple. The Warriors have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And the basket by Curry.
Boy, he is such a smooth finisher inside. Steph Curry's touch around the basket is unreal.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Boy, think about last season for Kevin Durant, guys. He was putting up yet another MVP-type season before that knee injury made him miss extended time. But then he comes back, and he's the MVP of the NBA Finals. I think he'd make that trade, guys.
Gasol against Pachulia. The wide open look here for Aldridge. Hits the 3-point bomb. Aldridge has got his first 3 points of the game.
And what about the way Gasol sees the floor? So gifted at whipping the ball all over to the open man.
From deep, Green. San Antonio with the rebound. And for Durant last season was filled with so much scrutiny for his decision to leave Oklahoma City, go to Golden State. Still, he was having an elite year with his offense before that knee issue.
Well, there's so much talk about where Kevin Durant chose to play that people tended to forget a few things. This is one of the most dangerous and consistent scorers we've ever seen in the NBA. And he will find a way to blend his skill in with any team.
That one good for 2. Durant's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you've got to like to see Kevin Durant concentrate on improving his interior game, because with his size and length, he's going to be a problem.
It's Gasol missing.
Hey, we're not seeing the best quarter by this guy, and he's lost his feel a little bit.
Pass to Green, and stolen by Aldridge. Curry against Parker. Shoots over Curry. Leonard attacking. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Warriors leading by 6. Thompson with it. Now Green defending. Rejected by Gasol.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
Drills the three-pointer.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
On the wing, Green. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Spurs making a switch here. Gay's checked in. On the wing, Green. Aldridge is covering. Green in the post. Aldridge is there. Green, no luck.
Boy, what a tough night. Imagine what their lead would be if he were having a better night from the field.
Aldridge kicks to Parker. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Parker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Curry. It'll count. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. Tie game in San Antonio. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about.
We're 5-6 feet outside that three.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine. There's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Feels like they're getting a lot of deflections, hands-on basketballs resulting into steals. This has been pretty to watch.
Mills and Manu at the guards. Anderson is out there with Laverne. And it's Gay in at the three slot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Doris, as we know, you were born in New York, grew up in New Jersey, lots of basketball talent in those areas. Who were some local players who influenced you early on?
Well, 1983 is the year the Philadelphia 76ers won the NBA championship, and that team was the epitome of cool, Kevin, right? You had the masterful doctor, the power of Moses Malone, but you know who I tried to emulate? Mo Cheeks.
No kidding.
Yeah, the steady, heady point guard who could make big shots and come up with a timely steal. I couldn't be the doctor. I couldn't fly like the doc, so Mo Cheeks is my guy.
And Young kicks to McGee. Shot clock at 3. Fast break. Here we go. Hot pass to Gay. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Spurs have never been the flashy team in the NBA. Tony Parker said beautiful basketball is playing the right way. Ball movement, pure, beautiful basketball is the way we've played. You have all sorts of fans, and there should be something for everybody. Kevin, he told me a long time ago, if we were in New York, people would love us.
And during Popovich's time in San Antonio, the Spurs have always played together, DA. Got to respect their team-first approach to the game. The feed to Ginobili. They get it again, and then Gay with the dunk.
Yeah, and I just like the show of force there from Gay. Not settling for the simple layup, but showing his dominance, trying to intimidate with that slam.
Iguodala kicks it to West. Doesn't go that time. And the Spurs going the other way now. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And And the Spurs pushing up now. Oh!
You gotta love watching Gay just soar through the air. An amazing dunker who just relishes these opportunities.
And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Well, you look back in the last 3 seasons of the Golden State Warriors, just an incredible run and record in every season. Some, in fact, Doris, are the best basketball the NBA has ever seen.
I think, Kev, we're going to look back at these Warriors teams and feel like we're lucky to have been able to see it live. How about 67, 73, and 67 wins the last 3 years? They have been the team to beat in all of those seasons. Such a special run.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Yeah, with the score this close, guys, I am shocked at the lack of defensive aggressiveness. That has to be shored up. Boy, this guy's a rock. You know, this is a player that you can count on to produce under any circumstance.
And Mills gets to Gasol. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Curry. Anderson with the block. They recover it. And here's Green outside. Gay dishes to Anderson. Back to Gay. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Gay's got the lead up to 3 now for San Antonio.
You know, after not scoring a single point in the first quarter, they're still feeding him, and he's showing his appreciation.
Gasol goes in, and he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
And the wherewithal from Gasol there, nailing the shot despite the tough defense all over.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line, so not exactly his best percentage.
Warriors trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Durant. The shot misses.
The only way he doesn't finish is if the defense gets in his face. Nice job.
Good work there as it goes. Gasol's got 12.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Before his injury, Rudy Gay had made some strides on the defensive end. In general, Greg, he doesn't get enough credit sometimes for his impact on that side of the ball.
Yeah, Gay has always been a great ball hawk. I mean, he's got long arms to pick off lazy passes. He gets a good amount of blocks for a wing player as well. Very much so underrated when you talk about his defense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Gasol. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Anderson. Green, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. And Tony Parker subbed in for Patty Mills.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Aldridge. That 3 off the mark. Warriors trail by 6. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game. Livingston passes to McGee. And the rejection by Leonard.
And a sensational individual defender. Leonard will lock you down. Rejections are just part of the package he brings on the defensive end.
The Warriors have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier. And David West, no good on that one. Here's Parker.
You gotta love the intensity on that attack by Parker to draw the foul. He is a beast off the bounce.
The Spurs shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
The first one falls. And Parker drops them both.
And Parker just so skilled at marching his way to the stripe. He just has an endless amount of cunning moves that consistently frustrate the opposition.
The Warriors shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
That one misses.
Well, I think the veteran and championship experience of Andre Iguodala is critical. This guy is a versatile forward who is well known for being a defensive stopper.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so it's San Antonio bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the key to having such a strong first half?
We played good D.
That was 4 words. Thanks, Pop. Back.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And welcome to halftime. Hey, what a fantastic time of the year. NBA season getting underway. Hey,
I'm excited. I am really excited. I am really excited, Ernie.
Pau Gasol has been getting it done. He had 12 points and 1 assist. There was a lot to like about his first 2 quarters in this one. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
In simple truth, they just got hot. Didn't matter what the defense was doing, Ernie. They were definitely able to rise above it. Even the tough shots. Did you see that one shot? I don't know how they even went down. They can carry this over to the second half. It's going to be hard to beat them, boy. Woo-wee.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Golden State?
Well, defensively, they displayed what I call poor fundamentals. Good hustle, but poor fundamentals. Guys weren't moving their feet. The rotations were lackluster. Some guys made bad choices, whether to fight over the screen, go under.
That's it for halftime.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Pop. Of course, a lot of great catch-and-shoot players in this league, but who's the best right now at creating space for his shot off the dribble?
I'd say, respectively, the point guards that we saw in the NBA Finals, Steph Curry and Kyrie Irving. And they go about their business a little bit differently. Obviously, it's the handle of Kyrie Irving and his ability to not only navigate tight spaces, but his ability to finish with both hands and the creativity and the English sometimes necessary. For Steph Curry, it's the majesty and the danger of guarding the three-point shot, which then he combines with that ability to shake and bake and go off the dribble. Really tough contains both of them.
I like how you mentioned the finish, because the finish sometimes you can get in there and make it look great, but you can't get the two.
You got to put the points on the board, baby.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Inside, we've got Draymond at the 4 and Pachulia to his side. Lethal shooting pair of Clay and KD out on the perimeter. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. Pachulia with the screen on Parker. Curry kicks to Pachulia. Thompson outside. Back to Pachulia. Shot clock at 5. Dishes to Thompson. Leonard with the steal. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Stephen Curry.
And Gasol is a master at utilizing his strength inside, forcing the defense to become physical with him whenever he has the ball in deep.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second.
And how about last season, Steve Kerr becoming the fastest coach in NBA history to reach the 200-win plateau? This guy has had nothing but success in his first run and already considered one of the elite coaches in the league.
Parker with a clean look. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 10 points for Parker.
And that's a nice jump shot there by Parker. Caught it right in rhythm.
Warriors trail by 10. Curry kicks to Green. Feeds it to Pachulia. Gasol with the steal. Parker outside. Back to Gasol. And Gasol slams it in.
Yeah, and that's what you want from your point guard. Parker distributing the ball wonderfully on that possession.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. And Doris, for Kerr to get win number 200, the team only needed 238 games played. For those wondering, that is an insane 84% winning percentage.
Wow. Yeah, Kev, you look at all the coaches in any sport, and none of them comes close to that career winning percentage. And for all his success, the guy remains humble and does nothing but give credit to the players. This guy deserves recognition for an incredible record.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Laverne, he's checked in for Gasol. Gay comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Ano Ginobili, he's checked in for Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. But they get it back. The three from Mills. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And a wide open look for Iguodala. Money from the wing.
Well, Iguodala gets himself squared up before shooting. You can't give him that kind of space.
Leonard kicks to Laverne. Spurs working the ball around now. He dishes it to Gay. Just 5 on the clock. Shot from free throw range. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Warriors.
Look, they've been aggressive looking to get inside, but they haven't finished especially well when they get there. I like the attack mentality, but you have got to finish plays.
And the Spurs, Greg, one of the best defensive teams in the league for 2 seasons running.
And it's really all about execution. They seem to just move in concert and stay connected. No silly fouls. And with their length, nothing easy inside.
Boy, a kickout's probably a better option when the defense is swarming around like that.
West inside. He's covered by Leonard. West against Leonard. Here's McGee. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Spurs leading by 10. Ginobili kicks to Leonard. On its way from Young for 2. And that one comes up a bit short.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And here we go. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And now the fast break, Ginobili with the ball. Nobody near Gay. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Gay's got 9.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Livingston kicks to McGee. Foul on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Laverne. Kyle Anderson comes in for Leonard. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills.
In the Spurs last season, how about setting the all-time record for consecutive winning seasons with 20? This is a group that's won 50 or more games in every one of those seasons except the strike-shortened one in 99. I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Anderson dishes to Ginobili. Aldridge inside, goes up against Pachulia. Outside Curry. Durant kicks to Pachulia. Stolen by Anderson. A pass to Gay. Anderson passes to Gay. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. The one goal they had coming into this game was to not let Curry beat them. And so far, their defense on Steph has been tremendous. And we'll be back with you shortly. A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team just moments ago.
Nobody holds the ball, not even.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. Spurs leading by 10. Green is out there with Anderson. Then there's Murray. Then it's Tony Parker. And it's Aldridge in at center. That's the San Antonio 5.
Well, can't find the target, but good work to get into open space inside the arc.
It's stolen by Green. And Thompson sends it back.
We know that Thompson is an excellent defender. He does such a good job timing shots for those rejections.
Pau Gasol is checked in for DeJounte Murray. That's a 2 from Parker. Another miss by Parker.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
It's Curry outside. Rebound San Antonio. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Timeout called the Warriors. Hard to believe that for a long time the Warriors were one of the bottom-dwelling teams in the NBA. When this ownership group took over, it completely changed the franchise.
Right. There were some highs for Warrior fans if you think about the Rick Barry era, the Run TMC years, and of course We Believe. But this team clearly has been the high point of this franchise. I admire Warriors fans because even through the losing, they stuck with their team.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. From deep three-point range, again, Curry missing.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Boy, it's tough to see how he misses that one. I don't think the defense was all that tight on him.
Thompson dishes to Durant. Stolen by Anderson. Gasol attacking. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And over the years, Gasol has proven himself to be a valuable teammate. Someone guys love to be around. A guy that plays well with just about anybody.
First free throw is good.
Well, obviously, I think when you watch the Golden State Warriors, when their pieces are clicking and humming all at the same time, it seems to me, guys, they're unbeatable.
San Antonio making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Green with a screen on Parker. Here's Curry with the 3, and Parker with the block. Outside Leonard, and here's Green outside. They get it again on the wing. Green. Gasol kicks to Leonard. Puts up a 3. Gasol, no good. Well, to illustrate your point with the Warriors doors, they were 60-0 last season when they had hit 10 threes in a game. Only if their shooters go extremely cold do they let games slip away.
This is correct, Kev, and that's exactly what you expect from great teams. There is so much firepower on their team that unless they struggle to shoot the basketball, you're going to have a hard time beating them.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
He's so very quick to convert off the miss, and usually with authority.
And that one's good. Durant.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup. Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine, Kev.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Leonard against Durant. Fades away and off the front iron, and in it goes. Doris, you've watched the game of basketball develop over the years, but it seems like over the past 5 seasons, there's been a real shift in what is considered a good shot. Talk about that.
Well, there was a moment in last year's finals where Steph Curry is leading a transition opportunity where it's a 3-on-2, and normally you're taught, go get a layup. Well, Steph had Kevin Durant in front of him, and instead of passing to KD, he stops and shoots a pull-up 3. The three-pointer and playing with pace are the most extreme differences in this year's NBA.
The pull-up 3 really took a lot of focus, I thought, this past playoff season, didn't you?
Oh, I agree. And it's incredible the freedom that these guys have to go ahead and pull the trigger. Now, whether that's analytics-based, Kevin, or whether it's just the skill level changing of the players, that's an interesting question.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Curry with another miss. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Spurs.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Pau Gasol.
Boy, what a security blanket this guy has been on the offensive end. He made sure they didn't suffer any cold spells. And anytime the offense started to get stagnant, they could get him the basketball, and he'd get them in the right position.
What can you say about the playmaking ability of Draymond Green? He has evolved, Doris, into a point forward for one of the most high-powered offenses in NBA history.
Right, Draymond Green makes this system work. He's got tremendous vision. He can handle the basketball, can create for his teammates, and most importantly, he's an unselfish guy who wants his teammates to score. Defensively, they've got to do a better job getting out there on him on those mid-range jumpers. That's his specialty.
Ginobili the pass to Murray. Back to Ginobili. Over Green. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Again, the miss by Ginobili. Thompson from long range. Again, the miss by Thompson. Here's Anderson. The shot comes out. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, pal. Congrats on the win.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.